Some of you have been following my journey with these two beautiful outdoor cats that I adopted last month. I'll recap everything for you because in this episode, the story takes a bit of a turn. I picked them up on October 8 and kept them in a confined area as the Humane Society recommended. 1 week later, I decided to go ahead and install the cat door so they could get out and start exploring. While they were super interested in looking out the cat door, they didn't actually start using it until 12 days later when Hutch used it for the first time. That's kind of where the story of episode 10 begins. On October 29, I went out to feed the cats and ended up startling Hutch when I found him hiding behind an empty flower pot. I was trying to give him some space to get up into the attic, but he slipped when he jumped up and ended up bolting out the cat door. Unknowingly, Hutch halfway locked the cat door when he bolted out of the shed. I say halfway because the door wouldn't swing in, but it would still swing out. Anyway, I was keeping an eye open for him all day, but he didn't come back until later in the evening. When my motion lights turned on, I looked outside to find that Hutch couldn't get back in because, as I mentioned, the cat door was halfway locked. Starsky was watching him from inside the shed and was really excited that Hutch was back, but was kind of confused when he couldn't get back in. Up until this point, Starsky had never been outside the shed, but when he discovered that Hutch wasn't able to get in, he decided to go out after him, which I thought was really sweet. So, now I've got two cats outside the shed, one of them who has been out before, and one of them who has not. But at least they're together, I thought. So I went outside, unlocked the cat door, and also propped open the front door, hoping that they would both come stumbling back inside during the night. Hutch ended up returning around 3 a.m., but unfortunately for some reason, Starsky never came back. With Starsky gone, needless to say, the next week for both me and Hutch was quite challenging. Hutch stopped playing with his toys, but I did notice that he'd leave the shed for hours at a time in the middle of the night. I thought that was really cute because I know he was most likely looking for his buddy Starsky. After Starsky was gone for about 12 days, I decided that Hutch really needed a playmate. So I picked up another cat just 1 week ago. He's a Bengal cat, and I've decided to call him Starski B. The Humane Society thinks he's about 1 year and 4 months old. Google says the Bengal cat is a domestic cat breed, noted for its striking wildcat appearance with leopard-like spots and an active, intelligent personality. They're a hybrid breed developed by crossing domestic cats with the small, wild Asian leopard cat. Anyway, up until this point, I've kept the cat door locked and kept them in a confined area so that Starski B can get acclimated to his new environment. Alright, so this is the final clip of the original Starsky. I'm keeping my hopes up that he will still come back someday, but who knows. And then I've got a few clips of Hutch running solo. He's still as cute as ever, but he just is he seems so bored and he's not very playful at all. Although, as I mentioned, he does go out in the evenings for 2 or 3 hours at a time. He'll leave and then come back at 3 in the morning and then leave again. Yeah, he just definitely needs a buddy. I think he's 5 months old now, and he's got this adventurous spirit, and I hated the thought of him just living all by himself. It seems like when he was running solo, like all he did was just sleep all day and then come down and eat dinner, and that was about it. He did go out for a little while, but mostly I felt like he was just sleeping and eating, and it made me so sad to think of him being so bored like that because he's such a pretty cat. And as you saw with the original Starsky, he's quite playful and friendly, and I'm hoping that he'll warm up to me someday. So this clip is so cute right here because it shows how furry his ears are. I think that's maybe how I'll be able to tell them apart when the night vision is on. How I'll be able to tell him between the Starsky B is by the ears. I'm so excited to be able to reopen the cat door because poor Hutch is dying to get outside. You'll see in some future episodes that he just can't figure out why I blocked the cat door. Oh, he's such a sweetheart. I barely ever see him because he's more like a feral cat. He's just really skittish. The new cat, Starski B, he's warming up to me a bit. He will come out when it's feeding time. Yeah, these are old videos, so he's still able to get outside. When it's feeding time, Starski B is right there. He is a hungry guy, and he's got a big appetite. I'm starting to question whether or not I'm giving them enough food because, I mean, they're eating every last morsel, which is a good thing. But I guess it's kind of a balancing act. All right, so we just have this clip and then one more clip, and then I'll be able to introduce you to my new buddy. Some of you already know that cat enclosure in the back there behind the litter box is a heated enclosure, so when it gets really cold out here, I'll be able to plug that in and let them stay warm in the evenings. All right, so see, this is the only time I saw him even remotely play with anything. Without further ado, meet the newest member of my family. This is Starski B. B stands for Bengal. B also stands for the second one. I guess we got Starsky A and Starsky B. Or Starsky the original and Starsky B, I guess I'll call it. But in the night vision, you'll see that his spots are really noticeable. And he's so pretty. He's just getting used to his surroundings in this clip here. And he's just not sure what is going on. But he almost right away he digs into the snacks. And the lady at the Humane Society did tell me that he's a big eater. She actually gave me a bag of food to take with him. So I just have a few clips of him and then a few clips of Hutch. It took them a while to be introduced to each other because they kind of just kept their distance for the longest time. And in some future episodes, you'll see that they're starting to warm up to each other. Starsky B, oh, look at these beautiful spots in the night vision. Yeah, he's so cute. Starsky B kind of makes this growling noise. Instead of hissing, he kind of growls. But they seem to be getting along quite well, and I'm excited for them to get outside because at the end of this video, you will see that I got video of a mouse inside of this shed, which is a bit foolish on his part because between Hutch and Starsky B, I've got a feeling that my mouse problem has been solved. All right, so now I've got a few clips of Hutch, and he's so cute because he can tell that somebody is in his space, and he's not sure what to think about it. All right, here's Hutch. He's like, what is going on? Poor guy. He's been all alone for like 10 or 12 days. And now I bring this new cat in, and he's not so sure if he's happy about it. He wants to get out the cat door is what he wants to do. He's like, get me out of here, man. He's such a cutie. Yeah, so I think Hutch is 5 months old. Starsky B is 1 year and 4 months old. So I don't know if they're going to get territorial or what. I'm hoping they'll just become best buds like Hutch was with the original Starsky. See, he knows that something is amiss. Yeah, it's really disappointing that the original Starsky took off because, he was, I think, 21 days. He was in. Okay, so here's Starski B. Hutch has gone back up into the attic, and now Starsky B is wondering if it's safe for him to come out. But yeah, so the original Starsky was in the shed for like 3 weeks, and so it's really strange that he took off because I would have thought that he'd kind of grown accustomed to the lifestyle. But yeah, so in future episodes you will see how they get along with each other and how their friendship hopefully grows to be a strong one. And then, as I mentioned, I do have a video clip of a mouse inside the shed. I'll play it a few times, maybe in slow motion, so you can check it out. But that's all I've got for you today. Thanks for watching the Nash Potatoes Outdoor Show. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. We will see you next time.